Kling, Runway, and Pika all claim to be the best free text-to-video AI, and I compared them on quality, speed, style control, and real pricing. The biggest surprise, Runway's headline $12 a month plan doesn't get you much video at all, because its flagship model burns through credits so fast, it renders roughly 25 seconds a month. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which one deserves your free tier and which one deserves your money. Kling scored 8.26 out of 10 in Curious Refuge Labs testing, community reported, crushing Runway's Gen 4 score of 4.3. Runway's Gen 4.5 actually tops the artificial analysis leaderboard at 1,247 ELO, ahead of Sora 2 and VO 3.1. So one wins the lab test, the other wins the leaderboard. What breaks the tie is consistency. Kling's color grading and cinematic feel edge out Runway's industry standard look, community reported. While Pika isn't even competing here, it's built for effects, not realism. Kling takes this test. If narrative or cinematic footage is the goal, that 8.26 score matters more than a leaderboard rank. But that's not the whole story. My name is Brian, and I spend most of my week digging through AI products, benchmarks, APIs, and pricing pages to figure out where these tools actually differ. This is where the story flips completely. Runway's Gen 4 Turbo renders a 10-second clip in 30 seconds, measured. Kling's standard model takes around 135 seconds for the same length. Pika lands in between at 1 to 2 minutes. Runway's turbo option is roughly 5 times faster than its own standard tier, community reported. Runway wins this test clean. If you're testing prompts fast, waiting 2 extra minutes per clip adds up across a full afternoon. That's not a small gap. That's the difference between iterating 10 times in a session versus twice. Here's where the gotcha lives. Runway markets itself starting at $12 a month, but that annual standard plan only gives you 625 credits, and Gen 4.5 burns 25 credits per second. Do the math, and that $12 plan renders about 25 seconds of flagship video a month, community reported. Pika is the honest cheap option. $8 a month for 700 credits, the lowest entry price of the three. Kling's entry plan is $10 a month for 660 credits, right in the middle. Free tiers tell a different story, though. Kling gives you 66 credits every single day, resetting in 24 hours. The most generous ongoing free tier here. One of the biggest problems I run into when using AI agents is turning their output into YouTube content I can actually use to market my product. That's why this video is sponsored by Subscriber, a tool that helps business owners connect their AI agents to YouTube and market their products without spending 10 hours every week creating content. You can connect Claude or ChatGPT directly to Subscriber. It then analyzes your business, website, and YouTube channel to help you create SEO-optimized video ideas, scripts, thumbnails, and even complete videos that actually match your brand. What I like most is that every week, Subscriber gives me a list of high-potential video ideas I can immediately execute, and it can even help edit videos for me, with or without my face, including videos like the one you're watching right now. It's easy to get started, and you can try Subscriber for free using the link in the description below. Now back to the video. Runway gives you 125 credits, one time, ever. Pika gives 80 credits a month at 480p. So Pika wins on sticker price, Kling wins on free tier generosity, and Runway's credit burn is the trap nobody mentions on the pricing page. That's not a typo, that's the actual burn rate. Stick with me, because the last 4 tests are where this decision actually flips. Runway's motion brush gives you up to 5 independent motion zones, the most precise control of the 3, community reported. That's real cinematography level adjustment, paired with director mode for pan, tilt, and dolly commands. Kling counters with elements up to 4 reference images that keep a character's face and outfit consistent across 5 separate clips. Runway only holds 1 reference image. Pika isn't trying to compete on precision at all. It wins on peak effects, melt, explode, inflate, crush, the exact tricks that go viral on social feeds. Runway takes this test on raw control granularity, but Kling is the one you'd pick for a recurring character across a story. Kling is the only one of the 3 outputting native 4K at 60 frames per second. Runway caps at 1080p and 24 FPS, upscaling to reach 4K. Pika's free tier sits at 480p. Runway does win one spec outright, clip length. It extends up to 40 seconds, far past Kling's 15-second cap and Pika's 10-second cap. Kling also supports native audio in 5 languages, the most documented language coverage of the three. Kling wins this test on resolution and audio. Runway wins on duration. Wins on split result, but the resolution gap is the one that shows up on a screen. Kling wins on output quality, the most generous free tier at 66 daily credits, and the only native 4K, 60 FPS output, making it the strongest pick for cinematic or narrative work. Runway wins generation speed at 30 seconds a clip, the most precise motion control with 5 zones, and the top spot on the artificial analysis leaderboard at 147 elo, making it the pros tool for fast, controlled iteration. Pika wins on price. $8 a month is the cheapest entry point of the three, and it owns creative effects for social video, though its free tier caps out at 480p. Kling 3.0 is the default pick. It's not because it wins every test, Runway is faster and more precise, but because Kling wins the two things that matter most for most people: picking a free text-to-video tool, the best independently scored output quality, and the most generous free tier to actually test that quality before paying anything. Choose Runway if speed and frame-by-frame control matter more than free tier generosity. Choose Pika if you just want the cheapest paid plan for social clips. But for most creators, asking which free tool to start with, Kling's daily credit reset and 4K ceiling make it the one worth opening first. The pricing page never tells you this. Runway's 12-a-month plan sounds like the cheapest professional option, but at a 25 credit per second burn rate on Gen 4.5, that plan renders about 25 seconds of actual flagship video before you're out of credits. The sticker price and the real cost are two different numbers. If you want to see how these three handle a single identical prompt side by side, that's the comparison worth watching next.